One of the most significant statements when it comes to forgiveness is mentioned in the Lord's Prayer, where Jesus tells us to pray, Lord, forgive us of our sins, in the same way we forgive those that sin against us. It's therefore imperative.
Yeah, I just love the clarity of the message Kevin gave on the subject of forgiveness. I think we can all accept and understand that forgiveness for some people is a subject that can be really, really difficult to get your head around. It is really hard to forgive people of certain things, and sometimes we get rubbed up the wrong way. Sometimes people can do things to us that really, really upset, hurt or break us. But the reality is, from a Christian perspective, that Jesus forgave, and we should forgive others because he forgave. And avoiding the big theological discussion on this, the basic truth is that sin divided us from God. Sin is the thing that causes us to need forgiveness, not based necessarily on our acts, but it's more of a state that the whole of mankind is born into. When we become aware of that sin and the fact that Jesus, when he died on the cross, rid us of all that sin, he bore it, that's the thing that really, really opens up our eyes to the truth of who he is and how much he loves us as individuals. So forgive because he forgave. I totally get that it's easier said than done sometimes, but that is the sacrifice of forgiveness. It wipes away the old and it does pave a path for newness, and it sets you free. Right, on that note, I've got to go into Solihull. I've got to pick up something from Next, and I've got to pop into Boo. So I'll see you in a little while, Charlie, okay? You look after the house. Okay, so I know there's a lot of really expensive night creams out there, but I usually always go on night cream for Nivea. I just think it's nourishing and good value for money. Cooking again on the Jane plan, and it is tikka masala. So the boys are in Wales at the moment. They're at their grandparents in Abergavenny. Their dad and his wife came to pick them up this morning. That's kind of why I've got the whole place and the whole day to myself, and that's why it's really quiet and you've got the absence of Connor and Marcus. You can feel it, can't you? Oh, I always feel it when they're not around. I always miss it when they're not here, and I always love the moment that they walk back into the house. It never gets old. So yesterday I was watching a film on Sky Premiere which featured very briefly on yesterday's video called Ready or Not. Oh my gosh, it was macabre and black. I haven't even finished it. I could see where it was going. This girl gets married and she has to play this weird cat and mouse game that she doesn't realise is a form of deadly hide and seek. She thinks it's all just a game, and then she realises that this weird, crazy, psycho family are coming after her with hatchets and guns and crossbows and all sorts of weapons to try and catch her before dawn. I mean, it was kind of funny. Oh man, the gore in it, it's just... Ugh. So yeah, I watched it. I haven't finished it. I'm not going to finish it. I know that sounds like a complete cop-out when I'm a fan of The Walking Dead, which is one of the most gory zombie shows ever. But I just find it different when it's zombies getting mutilated. I don't really like seeing human beings get like shot in the eye and stuff. I just gotta draw the line. I gotta draw the line. Oh my gosh, I went out to a barbecue and the bird got out. Oh, in a way, I am glad it is only paper. He has been out for God knows how long with the cat there. Oh, he got out the other door, but he doesn't normally get out that way. Charlie, oh, for goodness sake, I've been out like 2 hours. Breathe, It could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. Thank God he didn't chew any cables. The cats didn't eat him. He didn't destroy anything important. It was just printer paper. It was just printer paper. What did I say earlier? I said look after the house. I didn't say get out and rip things up and destroy things. Charlie, consider yourself well and truly reprimanded. So I'm just indulging myself with 1960s Hitchcock classic Psycho, starring Janet Leigh. I believe this is the first ever film under the genre of slasher to ever be made. It never gets old.